Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back, okay? We're back at home. Last night I was supposed to land here at 12 o'clock and I didn't get back until 2 because my flights kept getting delayed. So I got a late start today because I slept in a little bit, but it's the first day back, so what do you expect? Happy to be back home, get back after it, start growing my business once again. Whew, I'm pumped, guys. I'm pumped to be back. I hope you guys are too. It's 2024, baby. It's gonna be a good year. After I landed today, went to sleep, woke up, I got some coffee. I got to eat lunch with my grandma and my mom, which was pretty awesome. Love doing that. And then later tonight, actually, I am going to go make chapati, which is a dish that we ate when I was in Africa. We're going to be making that, see how that goes. And it'll be fun to get back together with some of my friends that I went to Africa with. So it's been a pretty slow but exciting day. I need to make a list of things that I want to do today or this week, kind of get back into the routine of things, but I'm happy to be back and I'm happy for this episode, let me tell you. Very excited that you guys are here. 154 subscribers is crazy. Yeah, I'm super thankful for you guys and I'm happy you're here with me in this new year. So today I was listening to the David Goggins podcast with Andrew Huberman, or vice versa, and it really sparked a lot of ideas that I thought I would talk about today. So first I actually want to talk about in the last video, similar thing that I talked about. So if you missed it, yesterday, I think it was, we went snowshoeing in Idaho up this super steep mountain. Not super steep, but for me it was. And there was this section that we were trying to finish in under 10 minutes, and it was very difficult for me. And when I was doing this cardio, I guess, it got me thinking. And when I got to the top, I wanted to write it all down and talk about it here. And then I'll talk about some other stuff later in the video. But one of the things that has helped me, or one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, I need to frame this better. So for this hike, this snowshoe, somebody came up to me earlier in the week and they were like, we did this section in under 10 minutes. He did 9:15 and he's like, you should do it. And I wanted to snowshoe anyway, so we decided to go snowshoe. We were standing at the bottom of this mountain and I was like, I need to get under 10 minutes. I have to. And if I could beat the 9:15, I wasn't even planning on beating the 9:15, but we went after it and I made it up in 8:38 and I was feeling pretty good about myself. I was like, that was terrible, but I made it up in under 10 minutes and icing on the cake, I beat the 9:15, which I wasn't even trying to do. But I think it's good. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it's good to be humble in victories. Like, I celebrated in my mind because it was awesome that I did it under 10 minutes. I was really just trying to get it under 10 minutes. And to get 8:38 was just, I was not expecting to do that. But it's good to be humble about it because there's so many different factors that play into that situation. Like, for when I did it compared to when this other guy did, the snow could have been harder for them and easier for me. And there's just so many factors. And I know that if he was doing it at the same time I was, he would definitely beat me. And another thing about that is I was feeling so good about my 8:38, but the guys I was doing it with, my cousins, they did it in 7 minutes and 30 seconds, which is crazy. So it's cool to see that I pushed myself and I did that, but you got to use perspective and be like, there are people who have done, not even necessarily just in this situation, but I think there's always people who have started with less and will get further than you. So if you can stay humble about your victories and obviously celebrate them, but just not going around bragging to everyone. I don't know. That's that's kind of what I was thinking about on my way up. And I also think it's kind of important to embrace the suck of the situation that you're in. And this kind of leads me into the next thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna connect these two, but in this podcast with David Goggins and Andrew Huberman, they were talking about, well, here, this is what I've been thinking about quite a bit, and this helped me when I was first getting started. So when I first originally got started researching and figuring out what I wanted to do, because I mean, I haven't graduated college and I needed to figure out something to do with my life. Um, Originally, I just wanted to make a lot of money, and even going into college, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I was just like, I want to make a lot of money to prove people wrong. And then eventually, I think it's important, and I'm still working on this, but defining success for yourself. And I wanted to be successful in business, but if I truly wanted to be successful in my own eyes, it's got to be in all areas of life. And this is like a huge topic, and there's so much I have to say about this, but we're going to scratch the surface here today. Get a little deeper, I guess, in this first video back home. But when I was defining success for myself, originally I was like, I want to make a lot of money. But then I was like, I don't want to spend the first 10 years of my life, or not my first 10 years of my life, but 10 years just focusing on money and nothing else, and then getting there and looking back and neglecting everything else. So I kind of had to step back and define what success looked like for me, not just in business, but all areas of life. And I think the reason I was so focused on money originally is because I was watching Alex Hormozi videos, and I was like, he's made a lot of money. I want to make a lot of money like him. And he doesn't, yeah. But I think it's good to define success for yourself so you can work towards that. And like for me, I don't want to work towards making a lot of money my whole life. And then, yeah, like I just said, look back and it's whatever. What am I trying to say here? I think for me, it's important to pick things that I want to work towards. And I may not be ultra successful. My neighbors are driving past, so this is going to be funny. I may not want to be I may be wanting to be successful in business, and I may not be the richest person in the world. And same with fitness. I'm not going to be the most athletic person in the world, but if I'm working towards these things, then I'm going to get better at them over time. And I think if you're like successful in them, that's like a perk, but ultimately it's like your life, and you want to, like, why would you want to live your life not doing something you love? And that's kind of why I don't, yeah, I don't know. There's so much I could say about this. My mind's just going in like 500 different directions. But for me, I really like, this is why I've created this channel, because I like doing this. I like recording the things I've done, because I've done it in the past and I love it. And I may not be successful in this, but I enjoy it and I love it either way. And same with business. This is why I got into business, because I may not be super successful and make hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, but at the end of the day, I love what I'm doing. And this also leads into the fact of like self-development. I hate that word because it's just so overused, but like pushing myself. I absolutely love pushing myself, because I think it makes you a stronger person, and that's how you learn. That's how you learn to do things, pushing yourself. Like I could be soft and just sit around all day and eat cookies, but I'm not going to get anywhere that I want to in life. So that's why I really like pushing myself and seeing how far I can make it as a human being. Like, you only have one life on this earth, So why not give it your all and give everything you got into everything that you love, and push yourself to do uncomfortable things to see what you're actually capable of. So that is a tiny fraction of what I've been thinking today. It's really hard for me to put these into words like smoothly, but I'm trying here. And after I've been listening to David Goggins and Andrew Huberman, I'm definitely getting back into all this that I've been into. And I do vibe a lot with David Goggins. And when I start listening to him, I start talking very similar to him, and the same ideas that he has, just because I agree with a lot of stuff he says. Um, so, in summation, in summary, um, something that has helped me out is defining success for myself in everything I do, and working towards that every day. And if I'm not ultra successful, I'll at least develop the skills I want, and I'll enjoy life as it goes along. And I believe in God. I don't know if you guys do or not, but I think that if I'm enjoying the things I'm doing and ultimately giving the glory to Him, then that's why I'm here on earth. And that's a little bit about me. So you may or may not believe or agree with everything I say, and that's all right. I'm just here to document what I'm thinking, and ultimately, I love pushing myself to do uncomfortable things. Not in the moment I don't, and it's difficult. But at the end, I look back and I'm like, wow, I'm such a. It's That's why I love pushing myself. Is because say if I document this for a year and then I look back, I'll probably be like, I can look back a year from now and I'm a completely different human being. So it's cool to see where I've started, and where I'm going to and what I'm pushing towards. So that's a very huge topic, um, and I'm sure I'll touch on it in the future. Let me know what you guys think. Um, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're back here, back home, ready to get after it in business and in self-development and pushing myself and everything. So I hope you guys are here to stick around and following along with the journey. I'd love to hear from you guys how you're trying to push yourself this next year, because I think both you and me are going some pretty crazy places, and I'm excited for it, and I hope you guys are as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.